Our focus was always being designing net zero buildings. The basic hypothesis is that we want to learn from Indian traditional and vernacular architecture. As it is of great interest to us, it was place-specific architecture which we want to identify and reinvent using modern-day technique of parametrics and other latest tools to redefine 21st century architecture. Hi, this is architect Sachin Rastogi. Today we are going to talk about this 1,000 square yard house. For detailed walkthrough and ebook, you can refer to Buildofy webpage. When the client first came to us, the brief was very simple. They wanted a very simple house, modern, luxurious, straight line. So the house is located in a very tight vicinity, surrounded by buildings on all sides. So it is a 1,000 square yard plot having a frontage of 75 feet. In front of the house, we have a road which is not more than 25 feet in width. House is north facing. We wanted to keep our daytime spaces towards the eastern side to fetch the morning light, and also because it's extremely hot and cold during the daytime, we want to keep it away from the sun. And we surrounded the nighttime spaces as a kind of a blanket from south towards southwest. So this blocks away all the heat coming from the harsh afternoon and late evening sun and keep the transitional space in the center of the house. So we got the entrance to the plot from northeast. As we walk in, we have created a driveway on the eastern side, which is kept shaded. You can park around 5 to 7 cars in this driveway. So we wanted to create a transition space within the house and create a context inside, but we wanted to create a natural space rather than an indoor space, and create a strong connect between the outside and the inside. And then we took one of the elements, which is this water body right at the entrance, which is the main starting feature of the house, and then took it inside as the continuation of nature and its connect with the house. We wanted to create island seating as an entrance foyer. So somebody who doesn't belong to the house, you want to meet. So this established one character space where the homeowner can meet the outsider and they get the vibe of the house and can have a little conversation. So this is a nice cozy space. And then as we walked in, this water body converts into a pool, which not only creates nice aesthetics during the evening, but also the trickling sound of the water relaxes you down when you are done with a hectic day of your working schedule. The pool also acts as a great heat sink. It absorbs all the heat from the central atrium and keep it cool all throughout the year. We have created a sunken court around this on the south side. The sunken court has a lot of plantation. On the eastern sides, then we have kept the formal living. So we don't want the complete house to be inward looking. So we built all the formal and the informal lounge as glass box. So they're literally surrounded by glass on all 4 sides. And towards the pool, these are all slider partitions, which are large scale sliders. Once you open them, they literally become part of the lobby and it all becomes one public space. Because they were built with glass box to screen them from the solar radiation and create the sense of privacy, we have created this barrier on the eastern side with a metal jali. In between the formal and the informal, we have kept the puja in the northeast. Then on the southeast side, we have got the kitchen. On the right hand side, we have the master bedroom. In proximity of the parents' room, we have the kids' room. The only kid in the house, and that kind of enjoy the view into the courtyard. And we have the guest room right in the front, which is overlooking the garden space in the front. To bring in a lot of natural light, we have created a large skylight and created this dynamic parametric roof, which cuts down the glare and bringing diffuse light deeper into the house.
We did a lot of shape analysis, squares, rectangles, hexagons, and we finally settled on to triangles, because in triangles you can adjust the angles of the flaps without distorting the shape. So a lot of individual steel members were used to create the outer frame of the triangle, and then we cladded the wood with each flaps, and the final result also gives you a lot of play of light and shadow, which dances differently throughout the day and throughout the seasons.
As we go up from this grand staircase, which is a fabulous view of the swimming pool below and the planters on the right side. The first floor has a lot of open spaces. On the rear side, we have the master bedroom of the son. As one enters into the washroom, it has a nice little pebble court, which has a planter right in the center, which kind of blends the wall between the loo and the dresser area. Towards the southeast is the entertainment area. Alongside, we have the bar, which gels on very well with the movie watching area. So one can have a lot of fun drinking sessions. The bar opens up literally onto the terrace. One can spread out onto the terrace while having the drinks. When you're not watching the movie, beautifully lights up the space, and one can spill out between the indoor and the outdoor at all times. The entertainment room is then combined with this spa washroom, which has a 4-seater jacuzzi. And in the front, we've got another guest room with toilet. On the roof level, the client didn't want to use the roof as they have the terrace garden. So we have implanted the roof with 19 kilowatt of solar panels to meet the energy requirements of the whole house. This house is literally net zero, and even during the peak summer season, there is hardly any electricity bill. We have introduced evaporative cooling system. So we have a double evaporative cooler on the rooftop, which pumps in pre-cooled air into the house at the bottom level. This cool air is then spread all across into the house, as all the principal spaces have openings towards the central courtyard. The hot air from the central space, from all the principal spaces, comes to the central space, and it escapes out from the roof periphery right on the top. So in the facade, we wanted to use very lightweight materials, as we have large cantilever spaces. So we have used aluminum cladding on the cantilevers so that the cantilever doesn't have a lot of weight, and they kind of gels very well with the pine wood ceiling inside into the atrium area. We have also used a lot of laminam, which is a thin slim tile, which has helped us in creating a ventilated facade that is dry clad onto the wall to permanent finish onto the wall, and also reduce the heat gain from the wall inside. So inside we have used Italian marble on the ground floor predominant, as one unanimous flooring going all across the house. It's in grey color. We wanted a darker tone because the house has a lot of natural light coming in. Now we wanted a lot of warmth, because we have used glass extensively, which is double glass. So we have used a lot of wood onto the ceiling, which kind of brings that warmth, natural wood, pine wood. And then we have used the darker color stone, which again brings that warmth into the interior spaces. So that is predominantly the two materials which constitute all the living areas.